the Jeselnik and Rosenthal Vanity Project.
JRVP. Junior Vice President.
We're going to start the news with my favorite story to come across the NFL wires in a long time, and that was Bills cornerback Vontae Davis deciding to retire at halftime. He pulled himself out of the game, just went up to the coaches. He started the game, played 29 snaps in the first half, and according to Bills coach Sean McDermott, just told them he was done, put on his street clothes, got in his car, and left the stadium right away. He said he meant no disrespect to his coaches and teammates. He just thought it was time to end his career at halftime.
How do you feel about that? Like, I saw a lot of players saying it was the most disrespectful thing they've ever seen. How do sports journalists feel about it? Are they like just kind of laughing at it, or are they upset with him? They think it's a weak move.
It's one of those stories that's annoying because everyone has the exact same take, which is just how could he do that? You know, that's the worst thing that you could possibly do. It's so disrespectful to your teammates, and I understand that, but I kind of almost just felt bad because to be in the mental space that he had to be in to quit at halftime probably was not a fun thing. There's a reason why no one quits during a game. It's
sure.
like that's a pretty almost difficult thing to do, to have to just say bye, see ya.
Absolutely. My only problem with it, I mean, I've seen all these takes of like it's disrespectful, it's awful, you got to be with your team, whatever. The team doesn't care about the player. And if he'd handled it differently, been like, Coach, I'm hurt, and then after the game done it, no one would have cared.
Or just half-assed the second half of the game, which plenty of people would have done.
Yeah. My only problem is that he changed into street clothes before he left. I think you want to walk out of their full uniform with the pads because they're not going to get them back. They're not going to send somebody to your house. And again, my dream would be to quit and just leave in the middle of a show.
Anthony?
I'm still here. See, that was me wanting to show you what a terrible actor Gregg is, because Gregg could not pull that off. Like, you would think like, oh, is Anthony still there? And then as soon as Gregg opens his mouth, like, let's do it with you. Tell me you want to.
It has always been my dream to quit at the halftime of a podcast.
Gregg? What? Gregg? Gregg, where are you?
Antonio Brown has been in the news all week. First, he got into a sideline altercation or just argument with his coaches. And then on Monday, a former Steelers PR guy sent a tweet out saying that Antonio Brown needs to thank his lucky stars because he was drafted by a team that had Ben, and Ben got AB paid. And Antonio Brown, quote, retweeted that and just responded, "Trade me. Let's find out." And, of course, everyone went a little nuts. Antonio Brown also didn't show up to work on Monday, which is a day, they get treatment, they have meetings, wasn't there. It's unclear whether it was excused or not. His agent says, he does not want to be traded, but he put that out there on social media. Trade me. Let's find out. What do you think of your team falling apart so early in the season?
I mean, it's actually kind of I wouldn't say it's a joy. I expect us to fully rebound and win the Super Bowl, but it does kind of take the pressure off of being a fan of seeing Le'Veon kind of hold out and Antonio getting upset. And I think Antonio would be getting a lot more touches if Le'Veon was out there. So I understand his frustration.
He was targeted 17 times in the game. How many more times can they throw the ball at him?
18, Gregg. 18 and higher. In fact, any number higher than 17.
17's an extraordinary
That's the answer to your
amount.
question. Oh, yeah, but wide receivers are all nuts. Like, remember when Jerry Rice said he wasn't getting enough respect after the Super Bowl when they named him MVP? He's like that. And Antonio Brown can do whatever he wants. He cuts his hair like he's daring you to say something. He smiles like he's never had anything stuck in his teeth before. The man runs routes like it's the only way to get into heaven. And if the Steelers ever traded him over a tweet, I'd jump off the tallest cliff in Los Angeles, and right before I hit the ground, I'd scream, "Free skydiving lessons."
Why would that be it that you said?
What would be what?
Why would that be what you said?
Free skydiving lessons? That is the funniest thing you can yell if you jump to your death around other people. If you were standing there and someone fell to their death right in front of you, and right before they fell, they yelled, "Free skydiving lessons," you would not be able to stop laughing. That is the absolute funniest thing you could yell, jumping to your death.
I think it would confuse a lot of people.
Yeah, but in a funny way. Erica, back me up.
That'd be pretty funny.
But you would never know. You would never know, would you?
What do you mean?
I mean, you would never know the reaction that it got.
No, but it
If
wouldn't
it
matter.
landed.
You would know.
You would hear about it in heaven. But if anyone can think of, if any of the viewers listeners can think of something funnier to yell when you jump to your death than free skydiving lessons, then please let me know. But I've thought about this a lot for years, and I've finally gotten to use it with this Antonio Brown story.